Hello, another devlog. So, as you can see, I've changed the font to just some free font I found on itch.io. Shout out to whoever made it. Hold on, I'll actually pull that up. Data Goblin or Data Goblin. Thanks for the monogram font. And then another one that I'm using is, where's notification? Yeah. It's High Birth. This one is one you have to pay for. By Vexed. And I don't actually like it that much, but for now, I think it has some utility in being like the goddess's voice. The fact that it's a little bit hard to read, I think actually plays into the themes a little more. So anyway, you can see that there's a font here. And here we have the goddess talking, and it's in this kind of hard to read font. It kind of separates it from the rest of the dialogue, otherwise without that, it might be unclear. And also, in this devlog, I'm talking about the cursor. The cursor's clearly changed. It kind of just looks like a bit of mangled wood, and that's on me. I did intend it to have some significance, and I might even keep it like this. Just maybe alter the colors, or maybe make it look a bit more wood grainy. But essentially, the inspiration behind this cursor came from what are called tally sticks. You might have seen that in the browser. And they were a type of receipt that was used in the early days of commerce. Like, they give an example here where it's like, it's written on two basically identically marked sticks, the terms of a transaction. And one party of an ongoing transaction, so it might be like loaning money or something. And it's important to keep receipts of these things, obviously. So if someone owes a significant amount of money to you, you make up these tally sticks and you say, okay, we agree you owe me this much, and I'm going to have my copy and you're going to have your copy. And because they're identically marked, the person who, say, owes the money can't then try to erase a section of the wood because it won't line up perfectly with the actual loan broker's copy. And so it's kind of used to counteract counterfeiting. So it has a distinct kind of shape, and I found it interesting. And there's a bunch of different like designs of them. They're all quite thin. They are called tally sticks after all. You can see this one's quite probably like a quite modern one, a modern rendition of one. Here you can see the notches. They'll line up and confirm the legitimacy of each holder's copy. And yeah, like as commerce grew, people started to, in fact, sell off their debt in order to get like a little bit less money, financially speaking, but with the trade-off of not having to wait around for that debt to pay off. So it's a pretty interesting bit of economic, how would you say, instrumentation that was used famously in, I think it was the UK until the 19th century. So yeah, this is like my tally stick cursor. You can kind of see it. There's some bits of semblance, but it's not obvious. Then again, it doesn't really need to be obvious because I designed it with the intention of it looking like a tally stick. You can argue that it looks kind of like a tally stick. Like maybe there's an identical cursor out there somewhere that looks like this cursor. And I went back and looked at this cutscene again today, and I have confirmed that I really like it. The only problem is that because I was because I was messing around with the shader parameters on the river's texture, like now the actual texture in like the gameplay section is like really ugly, and like the directional light is really screwing me over here because I want shadows, but at the same time the water like completely changes color depending on what angle you're looking at it from, which is probably how water works in real life. In fact, I'm sure it does, but I'm not happy with this, and I'll have to go back and tweak this, which I might do tomorrow. But yeah, that was today. Just made the cursor and changed the fonts. Thanks.